here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 things I dislike and 5 things I like. So let's get straight into it. Number 1 of my dislikes is I hate it or I dislike it when I struggle to make a vlog. Like usually, mostly, actually all the time I struggle to talk properly, to talk straight. For as you guys know that I'm actually Afrikaans, so if you're used to another language and you talk on that language the whole time, then trying to talk in English, like now, trying to talk it the whole time properly, fluently, you usually think first, like I do now actually, you think actually first of your Afrikaans word, the word you're talking into, and then you're thinking it and trying to translate it into English to let it be fluently, but actually you struggle to do it. So that is one thing I dislike the most. I actually hate it because it's something that I really struggle with, because I always want to say something, then I think of the English translation first in Afrikaans, I think in Afrikaans, and then I'm trying to translate it in English. So that is one thing I dislike that is really buggering me. Okay, so the second thing is people thinking they are better because they are older. So yeah, of course they are better in a lot of things, but one thing is they were there too. Like I am now on my age now. I am now 50 years old, for example. Okay, so now you guys may be watching are younger, so now I think I'm better than you because I'm older than you, but that doesn't work that way, because I was also on that age. Alright, you are better than most of the things, you may know more things and you are older, but that doesn't change anything. You are also there on that point. So I dislike it when people think they're better just because they're older. All the people are actually equal. You guys are also gonna get on that age of my 50 years old, my 50 years, that you guys are going to get there and be the same and also know it. So I hate it when people think they're always better just because of their age, just because they're older. Number 3 is judging by looks. Okay, this is one thing I dislike the most, is when people judge you by your looks. You can't help it for the way you look. That is the way you are made. When you were a little baby and you grew up, you couldn't handle or make yourself. You didn't make yourself. So you are born this way and you grew up this way. You can't change yourself, except for when you go for surgery and all those things, but it isn't necessary, because the way you are born, the way you look, is the way you are. So I hate it actually. I dislike it when people judge you by your looks. You can't help that you are that way. You are born that way, and I don't judge people for the way they look. Sometimes, yeah, you feel like the people can just make more effort upon themselves to look better, but maybe there's people that cannot do it actually, and that is okay, because you can't help it for the way you look. So, the 4th thing is people complaining on YouTube about their hair before they do their video. That is one thing. Or when they do a vlog, they're complaining about their hair. So, for instance, like, oh, my hair, sorry, I just have a bad hair day. I don't care about your hair day. I want to watch your video. I don't want to watch you complaining about your hair. I want to watch your video. That is why I clicked on your video, to watch your video, not to hear you complaining about your hair. I hate it when people complain. If you have a bad hair day, why don't you take a hat like I do and just put the hat on your head, and you can't complain about your hair day, and when you feel like you have a great hair day, then you go with your hairs. That is just what I do, except for I wear a hat usually all the time because I like the hats. But in any case, I dislike it when people are always like, my hair. No, dude, come on, just wear a hat then when you don't like your hair. I'm not there to watch your hair on your video. I'm there to watch the video that I clicked on to see what you did on your video, not hear you complaining all the time about your hair. So the 3rd thing is disconnecting when you're on an online server. That is the most frustrating thing. So for instance, if you are busy online and you work so hard on something or build something and you forgot to save, then it just disconnects and you can't do anything. Or for instance, when you are on an online game that you are busy shooting and playing Call of Duty or Black Ops for instance, then you are playing and you got so many kills, like you have 50 kills, the most kills of everyone, and all of a sudden your internet decided to disconnect and you just lost everything and the game wasn't done yet. So that is one thing I dislike. Number 5 that I dislike the most is when you disconnect in an online server. So 5 things I like. So the 5 things I like is actually simple, and this is the things I just like the most. So coming to number 1 is food. I like food. I love eating. My favorite food is pizza. I love pizza. My favorite flavor that is on my pizza needs to be a something meaty. Usually from Debonairs, I like the something meaty triple decker. It is like 3 stacks of pizza and it's just meat and the sauce is just brilliant and it tastes nice. So I like food. The second thing is I like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is the one thing that I like to eat a lot. I love dark chocolate. If I can have the opportunity to eat dark chocolate, I would eat dark chocolate. But you can't eat dark chocolate if you don't have milk with you or a milkshake. So dark chocolate always needs to be combined with a little bit of milk. So make sure you use that milk to combine it with your dark chocolate if you guys like dark chocolate. So dark chocolate, why dark chocolate is because I know it is bitter, but I just like it. I love the taste of it. So the third thing is people with a sense of humor. If people have a sense of humor, I like that kind of people, because sometimes you like to make a joke, and if they're like complaining all the time or don't think it's funny about a joke or can't take that joke, that is just like you have a problem, dude. Sometimes there's a time to make jokes and sometimes there's a time not to make a joke. But in any case, I like it when people have a sense of humor. For instance, I was this one time on Omegle and I made my voice high, but I didn't show my face, and I was on the singing group, and on the singing group I was trolling people actually, and I was singing with a bad voice, okay, and they actually didn't laugh at me, and they thought that they were actually serious, and I know that they wanted to laugh. Some of them actually laughed, but there was this one guy that I sang to, and he was really seriously. I didn't actually want to tell him that I was trolling him, but when I was trolling him, I told him that this is just a prank, and then I talked into my real voice. So when I talked to my real voice, he was actually sad because I told him this is my actual voice and I was trolling him, but he actually laughed afterwards, and he was just laughing. So he had a great sense of humor, and I like people with a great sense of humor. Okay, so coming to number 4, mostly of you guys, if you watched my previous videos, you know that I like swimming. Swimming is the most thing that I love the most is swimming. That is the one sport that I will never quit. I will never quit swimming, because swimming exercises everything in your body. It exercises everything, and swimming is just one of the things I love the most. So coming to number 5, I like to work out. Well, I am not the biggest builder or the biggest looking guy or this heavy big guy, but I just like to exercise. I like to keep myself fit. I like to be exercised because it will just help you in the future when you get older to be healthy more. I don't say you need to go work out. It is your choice what you want to do. But if I could recommend it for you, I would say to you guys that you guys need to go and work out if you want to. That is absolutely your choice of do. So yeah, and that is the 5 things I like and the 5 things I dislike. So if you like this video, please leave a big thumbs up, and please subscribe for more daily videos, and I will see you guys. Cheers.